Alright, here's my spoiler-free review for Lilo and Stitch, the 2025 remake, reboot, whatever you guys want to call it. Before I get into the review, I did want to open with you guys the Stitch collectible bag clip. And I don't know what I'm going to get. It's one of those mystery ones. You have a, chance of getting either 5 different versions of Stitch. You couldn't get a Stitch poster, Jumba, Pleakley, Lilo, and then there's like a mystery exclusive A and exclusive B, which I'll try to show you guys here if the camera will focus. But I got 2 of them, so I'm not sure what we're gonna get. But let's find out. It smells so weird. Alright, I got Stitch. He's like furry, dude. It's got like a weird furry texture to it, but it's pretty cute. I love him. I would love to have Lilo. That'd be cool. Ideally not another Stitch or Jump or Pleakley, but now that I said that, I'm probably going to get one of them. Let's see. What's it gonna be? Oh my god! Okay, sorry, so I got interrupted for the last video, but I had just opened Lilo, which I was so happy about, and I got Stitch, so I can't believe I got both of these guys. Could not have been more perfect. Those were the 2 that I would have wanted. I mean, I would have been happy with any Stitch, but just not having 2 Stitches is exactly what I wanted, so I was very happy with the result. Very cool, very cute. Like I said, no spoilers for this movie, but overall, going into this movie, I was excited because I liked the original and the trailers looked really funny. But yeah, I was a big fan of the original. I hadn't seen it in a while. I rewatched it, leading up to the new one being released. Actually, still to this day, I'm not gonna lie, I have not seen Lilo and Stitch 2 or any of the sequels, the animated sequels. I think there's just one, but there's like some like shorts maybe, or maybe a TV show, which I never got into. But it was cool because from the trailer, I like that they were just doing the Stitch design and not changing what the character looked like. The casting I thought was pretty good for at least the 2 sisters, Lilo and Nani, whose names I'm not going to be able to pronounce, or I'm not going to even try. Stitch was very funny, as he was in the original, and I love that Chris Sanders returns for that. Zach Galifianakis as Jumbo was one of the issues I had with the movie. His accent, or his lack of accent, was off-putting to me. It was so iconic to me in the original film. And Pleakley, yeah, I had the same issues that most people had with Pleakley. But also on top of those issues, I just felt like he was not in his human form as much in the original. And I felt like it was a weird, cheap way to not have him in his alien form. And I thought it was kind of a cheap cop-out, personally. That's just me. The guy who played David was decent. I liked Amy Hill. I like her from 50 First Dates. It's always charming to see her on the screen. But yeah, overall, I just thought it was a very fun movie, and I thought it could have been better if they just copied the exact same film. I don't know why they had to change the ending, which, if you know, you know, and I know I'm doing this review very late, so without saying it outright, I think most people already know what I'm talking about. Also, the absence of Gantu, who was a character that I thought was iconic to the original Lilo and Stitch movie. I don't know why you would take him out. It just seemed like a cheap cop out. I mean, yeah, I think they made Lilo and Stitch for fairly cheap and it made a lot of money, but like I still feel like they could have spent more money for Pleakley and Gantu, like animation wise, or CGI, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it makes me sad because it could have been like perfect. It felt like it could have gotten there with some of the other ingredients that they had. I still think it's fun and lighthearted. I just don't take it seriously, or at least the ending. And again, like I said, just the things that bothered me are upsetting. You know, I would rather rewatch the old one at this point. You know, if I was gonna rewatch Lilo and Stitch, it would definitely be the old one, less this one. But again, it wasn't bad. Just those things were disappointing for me, because the other parts I felt were good. You know, so it was a weird mix of things. You know, just I saw that potential and felt like it was a missed opportunity, and just felt like an easy, just do what the original did. It would have worked great. I mean, yeah, it still made money, but whatever. That's just me. I would love to hear what you guys thought of Lilo and Stitch, the 2025 live action version. Let me know down below. Would you guys want a sequel? With what they did in the ending, I don't think I do anymore, but yeah, just because it made a lot of money, they probably will. But let me know what you guys thought down below. Thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.